Did you know that 60% of middle-class individuals don't fully understand their own investments? A disconcerting fact, isn't it? Yet this is a truth that a multitude of people grapple with. The sphere of investments can often resemble a confusing maze peppered with baffling terminology and intricate ideas. Nevertheless, learning to navigate this perplexing territory is of paramount importance, as it can profoundly influence your financial well-being. Let's delve deeper into this realm of investments by taking the example of a fictitious character named John. John is your average middle-class individual who, like many of us, holds a steady job and dreams of a financially secure future. He, like many others, deeply believed in the potential of investments to augment personal wealth. In order to actualize this belief, John diverted a considerable portion of his hard-earned savings into various investment mechanisms. However, the problem arose when John failed to fully grasp the intricate nature of these investments. He was lured by the promise of high returns, but did not fully comprehend the associated risks that were lurking beneath. Can you predict the outcome of such a scenario? Regrettably, a sudden downturn in the market wiped out a significant portion of his savings. The investments that he envisioned would be his stepping stone to affluence ended up being the cause of his financial downfall. John was left with lesser than what he had initially started with, and all of this be attributed to a singular lack of knowledge and understanding about investments. This situation underscores the fact that investing without proper knowledge can be likened to sailing in choppy waters without a compass. There is a certain element of luck involved, and you might even reach your intended destination. However, there's an equally high probability that you may find yourself lost amidst towering waves of financial uncertainty. The inherent risks associated with uninformed investing are immense. There is a very real possibility that you could lose a large portion, if not all, of your hard-earned money. So how does one circumvent this predicament? The first and most crucial step is to educate yourself. Strive to understand what you're investing in. Do not be enticed by high returns alone. Always consider the risks involved. Be inquisitive, educate yourself, seek the counsel of financial advisors. Remember, it's your money that's at stake. You've worked diligently to earn it. You have every right to know where it's going and how it's being utilized. Never let anyone convince you otherwise. Investing isn't a game of chance, rather, it's a strategic game. It's about making enlightened decisions based on a sound understanding of financial dynamics. It's about striking a delicate balance between risks and rewards. Most importantly, it's about ensuring your money is working in your favor, not against you. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to investing. Don't let your hard-earned money slip away due to ignorance. Fact: 80% of day traders lose money within the first year. This might sound shocking, but it's true. Let's paint a vivid picture with the story of David, a middle-class, hard-working individual who got swept up in the trading frenzy. David was an ambitious man, eager to grow his wealth. He was drawn to the adrenaline-fueled world of day trading, buying and selling stocks with lightning speed, hoping to outsmart the market. He was lured in by the stories of instant riches, the thrill of the gamble. But what he didn't realize was that this game was stacked against him. Like a gambler in Vegas, David was soon caught up in a whirlwind of wins and losses. One day he would make a killing, the next he would lose big. The constant ups and downs were a roller coaster ride of emotions, causing stress and sleepless nights. But over time, the losses started to outweigh the wins. David was spending more time trying to recoup his losses than making smart, informed decisions about his investments. He was playing a risky game and he was losing. David's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of trying to beat the market. The truth is, most day traders lose money. It's a high-stakes game that requires a lot of knowledge, skill, and luck. And even then, the odds aren't in your favor. The smarter approach is to invest for the long term. This means buying stocks in solid companies and holding onto them, even when the market dips. Because over time, the stock market has a track record of going up. Investing isn't about making quick cash. It's about growing your wealth slowly and steadily. It's about making informed decisions based on research and understanding, not gut feelings or hot tips. So remember, investing isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Patience, not constant trading, is the key to growing your wealth. Don't let the allure of fast money lead you down a path of financial ruin. Be like the tortoise, not the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. Did you know that most middle-class individuals overpay their taxes by not planning properly? Let's consider a story about John, a middle-class worker. John was quite diligent about his savings, but he overlooked one crucial aspect: tax planning. It was only when he met a tax advisor that he realized he was overpaying his taxes by a significant amount. This advisor introduced John to several tax-saving instruments, such as retirement accounts and real estate investments. By investing in these, John managed to reduce his tax bill substantially. The money he saved from taxes was then reinvested, creating a cycle of wealth generation. This story of John is not unique. Many of us fail to plan our taxes and end up paying more than necessary, so don't be like the old John. Be smart about your taxes. Remember, every penny saved in taxes is a penny earned. Don't overlook this crucial aspect of your finances. Did you know that 70% of middle-class individuals are unwilling to change their lifestyle, even if it improves their financial situation? Quite the thought, isn't it? But let's take a closer look. Imagine for a moment a man named Joe. Joe leads a comfortable life with a steady job, a nice house, and a shiny car. But Joe is living paycheck to paycheck with no savings to speak of. He's in his comfort zone, and despite the financial strain, he's unwilling to make changes. Sounds familiar? Joe then meets a financial advisor who suggests some lifestyle changes. "Why not cut down on dining out?" she suggests. "And perhaps that new car can wait a few more years." At first, Joe is resistant. After all, he's worked hard and he feels he deserves these luxuries, but then he decides to give it a try. Joe starts cooking at home more often and finds he enjoys it. Not only does he save money, but he also discovers a new hobby. He postpones buying a new car and instead focuses on maintaining his current vehicle. Slowly but surely, Joe starts seeing a difference in his bank account. The financial strain eases and he starts building a nest egg. You see, Joe's story isn't unique. Many of us are like Joe, stuck in our comfort zones. But being open to change is key to improving our financial situations. It's not always about earning more, and sometimes it's about spending less. And that can mean making changes that might seem uncomfortable at first. Now, this doesn't mean you should live a life of deprivation. Not at all. Instead, it's about making smart choices, about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about understanding the difference between wants and needs and making decisions that align with your long-term financial goals. Change can be uncomfortable, yes, but it's often necessary for financial growth. So don't let your comfort zone keep you from achieving your financial goals. After all, a little discomfort now can lead to a lot more comfort in the future. Did you know that impulsive purchases to reward oneself is a common money trap among the middle class? It's easy to fall into the trap of treating ourselves to that shiny new gadget or that designer handbag after a hard week at work. But here's a wake-up call. It's a trap. Let's consider Jack's story. Jack used to splurge every payday, buying things as a reward for his hard work. But one day, he decided to hold off on these purchases and instead put that money into a savings account. In just a year, he was astounded to find that he'd saved a significant amount just by resisting those impulsive reward purchases. This is not to say you should never treat yourself, but it's crucial to consider whether it's a want or a need, and whether it's worth the potential sacrifice to your financial future. Remember, financial security is the best reward you can give yourself. Did you know that habitual borrowing can keep you stuck in the middle class forever? It's a trap that can set you up for failure, particularly among young adults who are often lured by the prospect of borrowing money for essentials like education or transportation. However, the reality of repaying these debts can span years, if not decades, leading to a seemingly endless cycle of debt. Take, for instance, our friend Alex. A bright, ambitious young man, Alex found himself swamped in debts from student loans, car loans, and credit cards. He realized that his borrowing habit was a financial quicksand, pulling him deeper into debt. Alex decided to combat this by adopting disciplined spending habits. He cut out unnecessary expenses, started budgeting, and focused on paying off his debts one by one. This transition was not easy, but it was worth it. Alex showed us that it's possible to break free from this debt cycle. Remember, borrowing is not a solution, but a trap. Break free from the cycle of debt and step towards financial freedom. Did you know that not tracking your spending is like throwing your money into a black hole? Picture this. Sarah, a middle-class professional, was always puzzled about where her money went each month. Then she decided to start tracking her spending. She began logging every purchase, no matter how small. What she discovered shocked her. Her daily coffee, occasional lunches out, and impulse online purchases were adding up to a significant amount each month. By making minor adjustments like brewing coffee at home and planning meals ahead, she managed to save a hefty sum over a year. This isn't a tale of extreme frugality, but rather a story of awareness and control. It's about knowing where your money goes and making conscious decisions about your spending, so why not give it a try? Start tracking your spending today and see the difference it can make. Remember, every penny counts. Don't let your hard-earned money disappear into a spending black hole.